Ahoy, everyone. Jim Foster, only one. Welcome aboard. Oh, weird. I get to laughing and then I get to belching. I know, TMI. I have a feeling there's going to be some good humor tonight. So, why is the PM attached to your name? Mark, welcome aboard. It says Jim Foster PM. Is there an AM Jim Foster as well? We have Mark GMT. And there's Nancy. Hey, I just noticed you watched my little short. I haven't put out anything in so long, but and the short didn't have any music with it, but that place was amazing with all the lights. Went to look at that last night, and it was like incredible. I don't have a whole lot tonight, but there might be one or two surprises. There's Sonia with a J. Welcome aboard. Oh, I got another comment. Oh, I have two monitors going. So I'm glancing from one to the other. There's Kobe. Um, just to double check, you're not coming on after me tonight, are you? Just checking. Because I was going to check on your Facebook message thing, but I didn't get around to it. Okay, so correct, you're not. Correct? Okay. Because Tina's doing a premiere at 7 Eastern. It'll all work out either way. And then, of course, Suzy, unless something's changed there, Suzy comes on at 8 Eastern. Okay, so Thursday night, you're going to do game night live streams. Okay. And then Saturday, regular video premiere. You just have to keep reminding me because I'm not likely to remember. But while I'm at it, there's a good chance I will not be live on Saturday. It's a stretch. I might, but chances are I'm going to be too busy on Saturday again, which is a good thing. Where'd I go? Here I am. I didn't touch any buttons, Sonia, I promise. Grand Marais, welcome aboard. Good to see you, Troy. Ahoy, Troy. I know Mark's going to come up with I think he's going to have the first joke tonight. I just know it. I'm itching to try out something. So, okay, you'll remind me on Saturdays and Thursdays. Yep. Yeah. We all get circumstances on occasion. Mine was, I was telling Tina, I'll be lucky that I'll be able to last through her premiere because I'm pretty tired today. Got up kind of early and then worked from 8 till 4 Eastern Standard Time. There's Diane. Welcome aboard. Doggone it. I got to remember the mouse only works this computer, but I went to hit enter because the other screen was fading out and I didn't want it to fade out. Yeah, it played my surprise. Work ahead, have the content made. You're too organized, Kobe. Way too organized. What kind of a phone are you getting, Diane? So far, I'm liking my new phone. It's been cooperating. I did my first film with it, actually. You may have seen it already. So the the quality of the film was excellent. And the the telephoto on this phone is 3 times better than the old phone. I can really zoom in on stuff up to 30 times. It's incredible. You're editing Jeep content. All right, cool. Okay, you got the Galaxy S25. And mine's the. Does yours is S25? Is there an F involved? I think that's what mine is. Mine's a Galaxy. I think we got the same phones. Got the 3 lenses plus the light. 3 openings on the bottom. And then there's a hidden over here. If you pull this cover off, there's an SD card holder. Okay, here we go. Man goes into a doctor's office and says, "Doctor, I have 5 penises." Doctor says, "My God, how do your pants fit?" Like a glove. Ah, all right. Why can't I do this? Because I'm trying to do it with the same mouse. Fatima, welcome aboard. How you doing? Like a glove. That's very good. There's Steve. Welcome aboard. Yeah, it's all right. I missed your live stream the other morning. I was just pooped. Took a nap. Did the Nashville nightlife. This old man got pretty wore out. Then I had to work. But it was fun. Definitely fun. Just a memorable time for sure. We got a whopping 7 people on board tonight. Where is everybody? Okay, let's see. We're missing Kyle, Linda, Lubecca. I wonder if they're still in Nassau. The black belt karate expert that joined the army. The first time he saluted, he knocked himself out. It's pretty close to my laugh. Oh, I was blessed with a 9-inch penis. That priest is in jail now. That's terrible. Terrible. I hope you enjoyed my thumbnail. When I saw that, I said, I gotta have that one. That describes the room. As you can see, there could be bodies hidden in here. We are on schedule for Wednesday night, but as I said before, there's a possibility I will not be on Saturday. I think I'm going to be kind of busy. Timmy, that's who else we're missing. Haven't heard from him. Not any of him. Rob, that's who else we're missing. Where the heck is Rob? You know, the holiday season, you're going to be, oh no, Rob is sick and grumpy. Well, that's a bummer. You know, we were talking about it earlier today. It's like you get into this time of year and people are scattered everywhere. You know, visiting family and getting ready for the holidays. Yeah, it's a lot of hubbub. Maybe he blocked himself. Yeah, Timmy blocked himself. That's probably what happened. Yes, Coral, if sex is a chore. Not really, she replied. Chores make me feel satisfied afterwards. Very good. Oh. Happening because I have a good signal. Ray is here. Welcome aboard. Your humbug is getting out of this cold tomorrow. Okay. So you're heading for San Diego with Diego? My God. Mark says there's something about the clitoris. I can't quite put my finger on it. And I'm trying to click better. Oh, jeez. I was right. It's going to be one of those nights. Ray. Did you hear about the guy who died of a Viagra overdose? They couldn't close his casket.
You're not facing the camera.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Well, the camera moved.
Scoot over. You're not facing the camera.
See, it moved on its own.
No, you were sitting sideways. You
Yeah.
were sitting sideways looking
Yeah.
at me.
Yeah.
You were not facing the camera.
Well,
Sit.
there's no room.
Sit straight
I
and look
can't.
at the camera.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you guys out.
You are trying to help.
It doesn't work.
And you're a great help. You really
Mhm.
are. You're making me more professional.
Mhm.
Mark needs,
Straighten up. Attention.
Mark needs sex again.
I'll tell you what, I got Hank and my sex life went away. So, in other words, don't get a camper van.
Right.
Your sex life will go away.
Well, what is it that Brian says? If this van's a rockin', it means I
Don't
have
come
a
knocking.
no. If this van's a rockin', it means I have a leg cramp.
Yeah, means I have a leg cramp. Exactly. It means I'm trying to start the diesel heater.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. I wanted to talk about the diesel heater. Come on, see, I clicked the mouse and that didn't work. There. What did the elephant ask the naked man? How do you breathe out of that thing? Good one.
Okay.
Remember the brake pad that was caught in the wheel, and I was going to have to take the tire off to get to that brake pad and get it. Didn't take hardly anything at all. I was able to crank the wheel all the way to the left. Got in there with a kind of a big screwdriver, pulled and pried the stone guard away from the disc, and that brake pad fell right out on the ground. Boom! That was easy. Saved a lot of time. So then I started working on the install of the diesel heater. Meth Messiah 5701. Did you hear about the Viagra that got stuck in my neck? You got a stiff neck. Okay. That's a good one, Steve. My wife is a sex object. Every time I ask for sex, she objects. Tina went, she's out in the kitchen right now. Oh, okay. What part of Arkansas? Shut up. Oh, welcome aboard, Meth. Shalom Springs, or Shiloh, I think is how they say it. I don't think that's too far. I'm pretty sure I'm going to spend a little time in Mount Ida. It's in Montgomery County, Arkansas. Bet my wife oral sex that she couldn't beat me at arm wrestling. She won, and now she keeps rubbing my nose in it. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, you know what they say. Once you get past the smell, you've got it licked. I know of Greer Ferry Lake, but I'm not sure where it is. Bull Shoals, I'm familiar with. I fished on Bull Shoals. The Washita Mountains is where I'm going to be close to. It's like Mount Ida is on the kind of the southeast edge of the Washita Mountains. I think Mount Ida is actually considered part of the Washita Mountains. East of Tulsa, about 75. Used to go to, okay, you got Fayetteville, Arkansas, and then the border into Oklahoma. I cannot remember the name of that town. It might have even been called Fayetteville, but it's one of those towns that you're in this one town, but the town is in two states. There's a few places like that, like Bristol, Tennessee is like that. You cross the street and you're suddenly in Virginia. Um, used to bootleg Coors out of that town and bring it back to Harrison, Arkansas. Made good money. That was in the 70s. Yeah, we were doing the bootlegging of the Coors before Smokey and the Bandit did it in the 80s. Not only were we bootlegging Coors, we were bootlegging Coors into a dry county. You couldn't buy any booze or wine, or the only thing you could get in the county I was in Harrison, you got moonshine. Of course, that was illegal too, but I mean, that was as far as spirits, you either had to buy it illegally or know somebody that you could get moonshine if you needed alcohol. A woman breaks up with a man with a small penis. His friends were amazed he didn't seem hurt or fazed by the breakup. It's okay, he said. I wasn't that into her. We're laughing at you, Kobe. I was telling Tina, next I'll get bats. Be like blind views. Fucking bats. Excuse me. Yeah, fucking birds, fucking bats. I really, really like that short though, Kobe, with that cockatoo dancing, telling Alexa to play this or play that, and then cockatoo is dancing. That was terrific. Yeah, I really did see it. I played it like 4 times last night, cracking up. Yeah, 2 a.m. The cockatoo is telling Alexa to play this because it wants to dance. I want to dance, Alexa. Oh man, you still hate birds. I hear you, Kobe. Oh, it's going down in the 20s. Yeah, it's already damp. Yeah, it has been. She's right. It has. We're going to go to Walmart tomorrow and get a few things. Basically, getting ready to move camp and see where we end up next Saturday. I have to work till 11 on Friday, then be doing up the final pack up. I might have my diesel heater installed by then. Um, I did talk to the guy down the street, the mechanic, and he told me one aspect of putting the fuel pipe or fuel tube, the line that sucks the diesel into the diesel heater. And there's a pump on the diesel heater that pulls that. And lo and behold, instead I just having to drill a small hole, which I could do, and then put epoxy around it, which would probably work just fine. They actually, in the kit with the diesel heater, sent a really nice flange connector with the nipple. Really nice. But I think I'd have to drill a bigger hole. I just got to look at it and see, am I going to use a hole saw and drill into the diesel tank? And then it's got grommets. So I'm just not quite sure what size hole I have to drill. I mean, I kind of see, but I'm not positive. I guess you fold the rubber and then it pops back out. See, I just had to think about it. Thank you. You guys are great. You're helping me out. Only going an hour west, Ray. It's only an hour. But then once we leave there, then we're probably going to go southeast towards Florida. Yeah, I did say nipple. I had a nickel for every time I said nipple. What was the one I saw today? Guys can too do two things at once as long as they're looking at a pair of boobs. Sonia never let you down. That's true. Tonight you will remember. I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better dance. Scrolling. Okay, I think we're up to 15 now. That's amazing. Welcome aboard, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, so I think we'll be able to do some activities on Saturday and Sunday, and then I gotta go back to work on Monday. But still be able to do things in the afternoon. And then the following, well, there's Christmas in between, so we got to figure that out. We'll be somewhere else, and hopefully maybe even better warm by the time Christmas gets here. Why can't Frankenstein have children? Because his nuts are in his neck. Mindy, sorry I'm laughing. I mean, I'm not sorry I'm laughing. It's very good, but my belly getting sore. Too hot. Is it too hot in Lake Havasu? You're kidding me. Now I am jealous. That's right. 6 p.m. Eastern, we will be rating Tina's The Outsider for her premiere. It's not a big one. It's only like 13 or 14 minutes. But I'm sure it's going to be worthwhile. Your face. I kind of agree, Diane. I mean, it's warmer here, certainly, than it is up north. Oh my God. I think I saw 4 degrees in Grand Rapids, going up to 80 in Lake Havasu. Wow. I'd be right directly out in the sun, Kobe, but you know me. I'm a sun worshiper. I don't worry about melanoma. It's just, I need a tan. I need vitamin D. Yeah. So yeah, in a half an hour, we'll be rating Tina. And then probably be a little bit of dead air And unfortunately, I will probably be asleep, but Suzy comes on at 8 p.m. Eastern for trivia. On a good note, you're complaining a couple days that you needed to wear shirts. Yeah, I agree with you. Look at me. I could have taken it off tonight, but why? We just had to put it back on. You started working part-time at a massage parlor. Times are tough. Wow. You actually sound serious about this, Nancy. You rub Peter to pay Paul. You sucked me right in, Nancy. Minus 15. Oh my gosh. That's in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Uh, is she near Ironwood, Kobe? Oh my God. Yeah. I thought she was being for real. Oh, 35. In, let's see, you're in, are you near Akron, Ray? I can't remember. No, you're near Fostoria or Columbus. Why can't I remember? That's not good. I need to remember better. Dayton, okay. Yeah, Linda's in Akron. Uh, Georgianne is in Columbus. Michelle is in Columbus. And you're in Dayton. Tina's not in Dayton. North about an hour. Yeah, okay. There was a thumbnail I was going to use, and then I thought, no, that one might have a copyright. But it says, after 2 days of solid straight driving, and the sign says, yes, you're still in Texas. Oh my goodness. It's too hot because it's a 95-degree difference. Yeah, that is true. And your body, you might have to be a little cautious. But, the change in temperature from what your body has been used to can cause you to have a little bit of discomfort. In other words, you could get sick, but I hope you don't. I knew what you meant, Sonia. But maybe other people needed it corrected. I'm looking forward to hearing more tales about the new Jeep. And do you think M26? I think we're going to lean towards a decal on that camper in the logo. I think that's where all the. I think people are starting to take it your way, Sonia. You were the first to say that, and I thought that too, but you were the first to say it. Yeah, it's very Jeepy. It's a Jeep thing. You wouldn't understand. Yeah, I know what you mean, Tina. Oh, excuse me. You get chilled. Oh, did he? I'll have to look. I have some little bit of aches and pains, but I still think some of it's left over from the weekend of all the walking. There's only one way to walk in Nashville, and that's uphill, both ways. I'll have to go back and look at what Kevin did. I like the, I don't know, that's kind of a very good logo. You know, I like it that we do something different every year, too. There. Okay, people, we need more jokes. Need some more laughter. Oh, what was that other one I saw? Of course, I did the one last week about the Bahamas. Where sheep go on vacation. Bahamas. Oh, I did tell you about getting the raise. I'm trying to think of things that have happened since last Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday was the last time. So it was just mostly busy. And now the rest of this week, the remainder of this week is going to be 3 days of just basically getting prepared. Get that diesel heater installed. You're never done, but I'll kind of do a little bit better organizing and make sure that everything's in its place for Monday when I go back to work, which I'll be testing it all out when I'm in the campground. Rumor has it that the Verizon um, is not all that good at this campground that we're going to. I asked about Starlink, and they said, yeah, Starlink people are using Starlink, but they are quite woodsy. So finding an open spot for the Starlink antenna to sit might be a challenge. Worse, I guess the worst thing that could happen, I might suddenly become an AT&T customer because AT&T works better. But I don't know. Coca-Cola had cocaine in it. Yes, that's true. Now we know how the seniors could walk to school in the snow uphill both ways. Yeah. It is Tuesday. Well, Kobe, that's what the campground lady said, that AT&T worked okay. She didn't say it was great. She just said it was okay. Fortunately, most of the apps that I'm using, um, I think it's if I can get 17 on upload, it's sufficient. Now I'm using uh, Verizon here, and I've been getting 28. Now today it's been flaky though. Oh, with forest and tree. Okay, that's good. That's good to know, Steve. I mean, I had not much of an open area here, and I tested out my mini Starlink and it was pulling it in. It wasn't bringing in, fantastic, but it was doing okay. I could deal with it, you know, especially if it stays rather steady. Because Verizon and AT&T, they kind of fade in and out sometimes. That drives you nuts. Huh? The mobile hotspot stopped. Well, that's not good. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear what Steve said because you know Starlink's great. I think and I've heard good reports about Starlink from the day one. But and then Steve doing the live stream with the Starlink antenna on top of his Jeep. Don't be jealous, Sonia. Yes, Steve has two Jeeps. Anyways, I have that magnetic mount too. I purchased that extra. In fact, I bought that before I got the Starlink antenna itself. I had the magnetic mount before because they were selling them on Amazon. Bought a Christmas tree today. The clerk asked if I was going to put it up myself. I was like, no, it's going in the family room, you pervert. Oh, that was excellent. Well, that's true that they might be old, but they're still Jeeps. To me, that counts. Countrywide problem. That's interesting. $5 to the swear jar. you know, Sometimes a swear jar makes for a good piggy bank, savings account. I'm sorry, you're not boring. I'm just tired. What I like about Steve's Jeep, especially the CJ, he's got it all rigged for definitely off road. I mean, he's got the extra jack. Um, I call it a rail yard jack. I think the basic name for the jack is that it's a tall jack. You Could be used in many different ways, but it can get the whatever you're jacking up. You can get it, 4 feet off the ground if you have to. Heavy duty farm jack. They're also known as that. We called them rail jacks, but I worked on the railroad, so that's why. And that's what we jacked with them was rails. I can hear myself on my friend's TV. There's a delay, so it's kind of weird. So, what's new with everybody else? I think I've gone the gamut of what's new on my end of the crazy country. Trying to think what else was amazing. What does a sign on an out of business brothel say? Beat it, we're closed. An elephant's foreskin. So, so this really old guy, I mean, really old, because, past me, way past, way past. He goes to the brothel, and Madam meets him at the door or in the lobby and says, "What are you doing here?" He says, "Well, I want to get a lady." And she says, "Are you kidding me? You're so old. You've had it." He says, "I have. How much do I owe you?" Yeah, how old was he? Older than me. You've had it. I have. How much do I owe you? What happened to the wizard that went to a gay bar? He disappeared with a poof. A poof. Poof. That's good. That's good. We're attending a Christmas concert tonight. Granddaughter's playing in bed. Now I know we're back to serious. Wow. I would love to go to a Christmas concert. I think that's so cool. This time of year, there's just kids work hard for that. Tina and I were watching a video of her daughter in a choir thing. I remember those days. I miss those days, actually. I enjoyed singing in the choir, and I was also in madrigals. So, well, my senior year was 4 hours of music, and yes, I got straight A's. Definitely enjoyed being in the choir and in madrigals. B-roll of Rocky walking away from the camera. Turns out the shorts have been wearing a massive hole in the back. Oh, that's not so bad, Cody. Maybe you don't have to drop them when you have to go to the restroom. The magic circle. Nah, the magic circle's 150 miles south. Yeah, I love Christmas music too. We went to a Taste of Italy in Nashville, and they were playing Christmas music. I enjoyed that. So, good Italian food and Christmas music. Why not? It was nice. It was the first Christmas music I'd heard this year. And it was it wasn't a fancy restaurant, but it wasn't a dump either. It was a nice little restaurant. Prices weren't too bad. They weren't too great either. But it was worth it. No, it definitely was worth it. I enjoyed it. And Tina did too. So we both enjoyed it. Doing deliveries, doing craft fairs. Giant freaking hole. I hadn't thought of that. How does the wiener go camping? In a wiener bagel? Oh, your grandson's in the marching band. That's cool. Shut up, laugher. Yeah. Bands. I had a friend that was in band. And they'd go to band camp in the summer, and they had good times. Definitely good times. I mean, they had to work though too. The band practice. I mean, I was glad I wasn't in band. That would have been tough. Your phone crashed. It's always something, Kobe. It's always something. Yeah, watch the Walmart videos. You might be in one of them soon. That's true. Walmart's one of the more, what do they call that? Lenient, tolerant stores. You might have been better dressed than the employees. 100 gigabytes. Holy moly. Next, you'll be talking terabytes. What's the one after that? I forget. Then there's another one that I heard. It's called EXO. EXO bytes. I guess that's like infinity. Yeah, it's definitely Walmart definitely has the outrageous. we might see Jamie and Dennis in there. Patio, welcome aboard. Good to see you. 3 terabytes. Holy cow, Kobe. That's more than a ton. Yeah, you can think about it. Can you imagine if all the stuff that we do, if it was all still on 35 millimeter film? Can you imagine how much all of this would weigh? Well, Kobe, I didn't know you were in the band. That's cool. I think Patio had a typo. We are 5 minutes away, Patty, and anybody that needs to be reminded. We are 5 minutes away from rating Tina's The Outsider. I wonder if you could get a 35 millimeter camera these days mounted on a drone. I I don't think it would have the lifting power. Or you'd have to have a drone big like the ones they use at the football games. I still want Stafford just to take out one of those drones. Oh my goodness, yeah. You were in the band, military tried to recruit for drumming. So as I graduated high school. Wow. Well, I want to tell everybody here, look in the video for M25 and you will see Kobe drumming. Where's your panda suit? Oh, you have the skull suit. I love it. Emoji skulls. What do you call that?
'Twas the night before Christmas.
Oh, okay. Night before Christmas.
My butt's getting warm.
She's. I can move a little bit. I can share even if you want. There's a heater right behind us. She's getting her butt warmed up.
Oh my god. Fall over.
Yeah, I like that. Looks good. Nightmare before Christmas.
Yeah.
Band camp all 4 years. Some of the best musicians. Wow. Well, did you go to the Macy's parade? I think that'd be an amazing award. The Macy's parade, I think it was it 125 years this year? I think it was. We got 3 minutes now. Countdown.
Pee first. Go pee.
It's over there. First time in public. Okay, 99. Next year is 100th. I knew there was something special about it. Grand Ole Opry was 100 this year, and we got to go. It was amazing. I had tears in my eyes. The tour, the backstage tour. If you ever get to go there, please do the backstage tour. It will blow your mind. It was pretty amazing. Okay, 24. Okay. I watched most of the Macy's parade this year. I hardly ever watch it, but this year I watched 90% of it. I mean, I enjoyed it. You wonder. It's 30 degrees and the wind's blowing and there's all these drum majorettes and other, platforms where the girls are hardly dressed. How the heck do they manage that? Okay, so I realize pantyhose can be made to look like it's nude, but still. Okay, I'd love to see that. I really would, Kobe. Hey, it's time to go raid Tina. Let's go. See you over there. All right. Thank you for coming aboard. We'll see you Wednesday. Good night. Fair winds and smiles. And of course, may God bless.